Alright, what's good, y'all boys? My name is Fana and welcome back to another video, man. So for those of you who may have remembered, I was doing a little bit of a series on different trace rifles and using them in PvP. I used Prometheus Lens and Aegir Scepter, and those two were really fun for me to use. And now it's time for me to kind of bring it back around and use Ruinous Effigy. Now, I have used this trace rifle before. I don't think it's the most meta option, but it is a very kind of like unique style of play that you can use with it. I mean, trace rifles are already very off meta as it is. So you got your standard perks and whatever, but you have this perk called Evolution. So basically how this works, anytime that you get a kill on somebody, it'll drop an orb on the ground. You pick the orb up and you have two different options. So of course you could do your normal light attack, but also you have this heavy attack that where you slam it into the ground, it literally disintegrates everybody in the vicinity. And then like you have a guard drain that you can do, but I think the guard's really for like PvE. PvP, you're really not going to get that much out of it unless somebody's just like absolutely one shot. I'm talking like 1 HP. Now as far as the rest of the build is concerned, I am running Tether, just a single shot run, not the multi-shot. I'm trying to see if I can get like a single shot off and if I can also get a sphere and like get a multi-kill off of it, but that might be easier said than done in PvP, seeing that people tend to be a little bit all over the place nowadays. And since I'm on Void, I'm going to be running a round robin that has elemental capacitor and killing wind on it. The heavy is just your preference. I'm just running a sword just for the mobility. As far as the armor, that is up to you. You could run graviton forfeit just to kind of enhance your invisibility and get that better recovery. You could also run omni oculus just to get that little extra defense buff if you really want it. Or you can run Orpheus Rigs, but that's only really gonna help you if you're using like the multi-shot, honestly, in PvP, so I'm not really running it. Hey man, earlier this week, I felt so bad for this lady at my job, man. She was trying to rush to the elevator, right? Now, here's the thing. When people are coming to the elevator, it's a little bit of elevator etiquette that I try to like, you know, I try to be reasonable with people, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you're like, okay, nope, you're moving all over the place. Alrighty. Okay, let's stand still. No, I ran out of ammo. That's wonderful. So like, picture this. You're on an elevator, right? You're the first person up in there. Nobody was necessarily around whenever you initially got onto the elevator, right? But as soon as you get on the elevator, oh, I didn't get the kill, bruh. But as soon as you get on the elevator, you see somebody from like, you know, a little bit of a ways away. They're trying to rush to get to the door. Now you have two options. You can either A, you know, kind of like, you know, hold the door open for them and let them get on the elevator. Kind of delay your ride just a little bit, you know, it's not by much, but it's kind of delaying your ride just a tad bit, right? Or you can be petty and kind of just let the door close completely on its own. Now you're not necessarily being rude, but you know, you're just kind of letting the door do its thing, you know. Now being the most kind and most reasonable person on the face of the planet that you have ever met, of course I was in the back of the elevator, and of course I was letting that thing close on her. Hey man, look, okay, hear me out. Look, she was at least like 15 feet away, right? Like the door was like had already like started closing, so she was like nowhere close. Where's the freaking orb at? I'm not getting rewarded for these kills, bro. I'm gonna need my teammates to stop team shotting for once. Finally, okay, now we got a sphere, right? So we're gonna pick. It fell off the map, bro. Oh my god. But hear me out. So the door was already closing, right? I got in, there was nobody around me, and then when I got into the elevator, I had already like pressed the button to get in. And so hear me out, right? I got into the elevator, there was nobody around me, right? Nobody. There was nobody in sight, okay? I get in, I pressed the button, like I said, still didn't visually see nobody, and I walked to the back of the elevator just to kind of like sit on the wall just in case somebody sprints around the corner. Okay, well, Applejack 1-8, this man is like in La La Land. Alright, so now we got the pickup, right? I'm pretty sure the heavy attack is the RT. I'm gonna try to slam it on this guy right here, though. I don't think I killed him. Okay, I think my teammate was shooting him with DMT because they normally like disintegrate. So I might have just been a little bit too short on the draw right there. But as soon as the door gets like at least like 25% on the way to closing, whatever, she bends the corner, right? Bends the corner. She has bags in her hand. She's trying like to stop the elevator. She was like, wait. And you know, like I said, I was in the back of the elevator. I kind of did this little number where I'm pretending like I'm gonna stop the elevator, but that's just, you know, just to look courteous, okay? Bro, next thing I hear, this lady trips, right? So like the door closes, last thing I see is her tripping and falling. As soon as the door closes, she bangs right into the elevator door, bro. I hear like the loudest bang against the door. I'm just like, oh my god. And then I hear on the intercom that they call it an emergency for a patient, bro. That's somebody, basically anytime they do a code, it just means somebody got hurt. That's essentially what it means. She sat there and went face first into the freaking elevator door, bro. Look, man, let me get the sphere first. All right, now look, now we're 3 peeking. All right, so I got a crackhead right there that's not paying attention to my teammate behind him. I just need one person to, like, you know, be a little bit. Come on, bro, chill. No, come on, man. I'm just trying to use the stinking sphere. Here's the thing, though, right? Even if I did hold the door open, I don't think she fell because, like, the door was still closing. I think she was gonna fall regardless. She was already in a rush. So let's say I catch the door, right? She's gonna fall and, like, right into me, technically. I mean, just think about it, right? Even if I did hold the door open, with the way her momentum was going, I think she was gonna fall anyway. Okay, that was bound to happen. She was going to fall. Me holding the door open was not gonna make her decelerate in any way, shape, or form at all. Okay, I'm a firm believer in that. I'm not gonna lie, this is much easier said than done. Okay, this is much easier said. Hold on, I might have something here. Okay, there we go. All right, see, we got one. I'm not gonna lie, Ruinous Effigy is not the most practical thing in the world. It requires a whole lot of setup and a whole lot of just perfect timing and just everyone being in the right spot at the right time. Okay, it's not something you can consistently just, like, you know, use. You know, Aegir's Scepter kind of works a lot better because, you know, the freezing effect you get is on a kill, so you're actively using it in combat. With this one, I have to get an elimination, go out my way to pick up an orb, right? Then I gotta pick up the orb, then I gotta go sit there and hunt somebody down, bro. And then I gotta slam it, and hopefully I don't get shotgun or ability spam by the time I even get all that done. See that the orb is right there, so let's see if I can pick it up and then go into the slam. Okay, so we got a nice little double off of that one. There we go. So like I said, when everything kind of falls into place, you know, it makes for a nice, like, you know, makes for a nice little play. Now, you know what would be crazy? If I could shut down, like, a roaming super, like, oh, okay, we're gonna test out on this guy right here. Bang! But I wonder if you could shut down supers like Dawnblade or like the Hammer super, right? What's it called? I can't think of it. That might actually be broken. But I mean, like I said, it's not really practical in something like Trials because you have to get a kill first and it just requires so much setup. But yeah, man, I'm going up the elevator. Like, I sat there and just heard like the loud crash into the elevator. I hear the intercom sound off that somebody needed medical assistance. And I'm just like, oh my lord. Bro, so when I was done doing what I was doing upstairs, I went a whole completely just different route downstairs just in case they were all just still sitting there and she just so happened to see me. Like I said, it wasn't my fault, right? I mean, she was gonna fall regardless, but it just so happened like I was just the one that was there. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I got something to get off my chest, bro. So let's say there's two people. You got one person that's waiting to get on an elevator and you got one person that's coming down and trying to come out of an elevator. The door opens, you got two people, one on the outside, one on the inside. Who gets to go in first or go out first? You know, who has the right of way? Because for some random reason, people don't care about the people that are trying to walk out of the elevator. Okay, if you got an elevator full of people, why are you so adamant on trying to sprint right in? You know, just step off to the side and let me walk out. I can't tell you how many times whenever I'm carrying stuff, like, you know, the door opens and someone's trying like to bomb rush their way in, I'm just staring at them like, bro. I even had this one freaking older guy. This man sat here and got pissed at me because I was walking out of the elevator and this man ran right into me. But check this out, right? I'm the one coming out of the elevator, right? If I sat there and decided that I wanted to freaking steamroll him, I'd be in the wrong, right? And then I'd be so petty. Let me tell you something, man. If I'm in an elevator and it's too small and a bunch of people try to pile in like behind me, that's why I hate being the first person to get into one. If I know there's like a bunch of people in line waiting on it, I will like intentionally be the last person to get on it so I can judge which elevator I want to get into. And it's not that I'm claustrophobic or anything. I'm not even really a big germaphobe. Now, I'm mindful of germs, absolutely. But like, I'm not so extreme to the point where like I can't be around people or I'm just like being super OCD about certain stuff. Like, it's not to that extent. But I'm not a big germaphobe or anything. I'm just aware that people can be a little dirty, and when you work in a hospital and when you've worked in nursing homes and clinics, you've kind of seen the nastiest side of people. All right, you know, whether it's their fault or not, you know, you just seen both sides of it. All right, so I'm gonna smoke and I'm gonna help my teammate out, and we got rewarded for it. There's a guy out here and he shot me with a rocket launcher. That is unfortunate. You know, this might be a dumb question since I'm on the topic of trace rifles. You would think I would have done my due diligence and did my research on all the trace rifles in the game, but quick question. Is there a trace rifle that has like kinetic ammo? Does that exist? Is there a kinetic ammo like type trace rifle? Is the Dares of Eternity trace rifle, is that one a kinetic, you know, like ammo based one? Okay, bet. Can I pick it up? I'm gonna get this guy outside, actually. There we go. It's a little bit of a delay on that. You could probably, there's probably a lot of trade potential if you try to sit there and do the little heavy attack on somebody. They might be able to get like a shoddy off still. You know what would be cool though? If this weapon kind of, you know how Aegir Scepter, you can kind of like overcharge it and it does like a super damaging like icy attack. If this one kind of did something similar where it was, hold on. Where it was like you did like a lot of like suppression. Bro, seriously? Alright, cuz. Be so for real right now. Like, of course, like the one time I needed teammates with me, I had no teammates. There was nobody around, bro. Is there one more? Okay. Okay, well, I got them all anyways. I mean, would that be OP though? You know, you could overcharge the Ruinous Effigy, right? I mean, I know it'll be a little bit of a gimmick, you know, it's just like another Aegir Scepter, but just hear me out. Imagine you can like overcharge it and it does like a kind of like a suppressor nade kind of effect where like you shoot somebody with it and it's like an instant suppression as long as you have it like on them. You know, think about it out loud. That might be a little OP, just a little bit. Oh, double? I didn't get none of them? What? You know what would be great? The one time like the brand new maps actually would have been like really useful in the rotation for me to use a trace rifle, at least this one in particular. Now, I haven't tried using the blocking mechanic on it, at least in this video yet, but it doesn't really block damage. Like it's nothing like, it's no crazy damage being blocked from it.
I can't wait to see what you do with that.
No, wait, I didn't lunge? What the heck is wrong with my... Oh, wait. What the heck? Yo, did they change how Eager Edge works or something, bro? How does it work now? Yo, somebody in the comments explain to me this, why is Eager Edge not Eager Edging, bro? Alright, there's a Spider-Man enthusiast here, and you got trolled, buddy. Alright, here comes the problem. Okay, so I got 3 people right here. I don't think I can shoot my tether and slam it. Can I? Nah, it freaking just... Unfortunately, it gets rid of my orb, so my theory has been busted. Yeah, anyway, so that's Ruinous Effigy for you guys. When it comes to trace rifles, it's definitely unique. I think in PvE, you would see a lot more utility out of the little intrinsic trait that it has, but as far as PvP is concerned, you know, it just takes a lot of setup, and especially if you're playing in something like Comp or Trials. I don't think the enemy team is necessarily going to be going for it like that. I mean, they're not going to really allow you to get away with, you know, pick up an orb and like just slamming it. You know, unless it's a bum squad, but if you're going up against a team that's using their brain, they're team shotting, they're doing callouts, they're not going to let you abuse this thing against them. Yeah, but the next one that we have on the list is Wave Splitter. I've actually haven't used this one before, so it should be interesting. I think it came out and I just never really cared for it like that. But anyways, that's it for today's video, you guys. If you made it all the way to the end, I really do appreciate you. This video is probably gonna go up super late, so you guys have a great night or a good morning. Tomorrow will be Friday as of this video coming up, so you guys have a great weekend. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. I'll catch you on the next one, man.